Hi, my name is Hedi. I'm the founder of Hedi's Innovationgym and the Innovation Mom Academy. It's located in Verden, a small town in the north of Germany. On the 9th of November, in '89, I was 6 years old and probably at home and asleep when the wall fell. But as a good West Berliner, with a very curious mom, I was up and about probably the next day or so to get to the wall. And I remember firecrackers, lots of people, which was a bit overwhelming at the time. And my mom was searching for my brother, who was old enough to be on the wall and hammering stones. I think I always wanted to serve and do something, always wanted to do something creatively and with people. Yes, and then yes, it became more true than I could have wished for. This project is by far the most meaningful I've ever done, and it's very, very personal and very true. My project, the Innovation Mom Academy, breaks the wall of women being super stuck in their probably biggest change process, being lost, not living their full potential after giving birth to a child, and ending a bit in frustration, wasting their personality and talents, and then ultimately being unhappy and maybe even making their children unhappy because of that. The challenge is that many, especially new moms, are in a change process, a massive change process, without even knowing they're in one. Without knowing it's okay, without direction, feeling totally alone because no one talks about it honestly and there's no help really. So they struggle with their role, themselves, their partnership, their everything really. Also, they often want to change their career path because all of a sudden time matters so much more, and they want to make the world a better place for their kids. They want to contribute, but also want to have time for their family. So the solution is the Academy, which is a support community first and foremost. And here it's really about support and not beating each other up, which can happen in mom communities as well. But more than that, it's 3 online course modules. The first module, the Powerhouse Activation Formula, is to strengthen the belief, yes, I can, their relationships, to declutter from limiting beliefs, create their own terms of living happily with their beautiful family, and say goodbye to things holding them back from their past. They practice self-love, forgiveness, gratitude, major elements for happiness, as we know from research, so they can get into that state of, yes, I can do it, yes, I can do anything, I can have everything I want, and this is truly who I am. The second module builds on that and turns them even more into super performers. We know that 20% is skill and 80% is strategy if you want to succeed in any project or business. So now that they've regained their power in the previous module and unleashed it possibly for the first time, they get to figure out what they want to do a part of being a mom. What is their passion? What motivates them? They create their purpose, their vision, their way of work-life integration, so work doesn't feel like work anymore. And they can really serve this world, but also family integration, how they balance their perfect family life with their partner and spend time together, and also where they want to live. Third is making it all happen with the innovation approach design thinking. Power to the streets. Step by step with a human-centered approach, and by the whole process they also learn innovation skills and they're getting fit for 21st century. They become a leader fit for the 21st century. Okay, first I found out that moms as a target group, as a serious workforce, as a key instrument for shaping the new generations aren't really considered. I found that women, when they become moms, they are in the public eye and especially in their own perception worth less than before giving birth. And that's so crazy to me because research shows that they work, or they're able to work 100 to 10 hours a week. They take care of their small system, their small family, their large system, the larger family. They have great management skills, skills that almost equal organizational development skills. They're super time aware, get things done way more quickly and focused simply because they have to. And they naturally have other soft skills organizations need, like they're agile, they're empathetic, they're creative, they're solution oriented, all because raising children almost forces you to be that way. No day is like the other. So this is one reason I believe this holistic digital education concept is so needed and so innovative, because it is purely really based on the needs of moms bringing their full potential into the world. Finding number 2, because of what I just said and because of them being in this overwhelming change process and all this noise around them, do that, don't do that, be perfect here, don't fail here, their self-esteem is extremely low. Their energy is extremely low. Their courage to show their power is almost non-existent. They're not proactive. They naturally cultivate a very negative self-talk and negative, almost destructive belief system, which they pass on to their children, by the way. So the Academy is also there to shake them up, change perspectives, give them tools to get started, to get into this doing mode, to see results, to change their belief system, their stories, and create an energy that is needed to move forward. All in all, I strongly believe that if you want positive change in the world, you have to be the positive change yourself first. And then you can create a strategy and create your project step by step. This is again the 3-module process of the Innovation Academy. And it helps them really to become a workforce that we don't cultivate in our society now. I find that we still nourish the negative beliefs that might help us to control, but it doesn't really help to have people in your team, in your company, wherever you're willing and able to innovate, to create, to make things happen, and to take responsibility, which you need in this day and age. People who don't wait for things to happen, who make things happen, people who are naturally resilient because they train their resilience on a regular basis, as I teach them in the Academy. People who support each other and cheer each other on, which is also a huge element of this digital education concept, because of course we have a community where we teach a certain code of conduct, like being open and vulnerable, creating a safe space, and turning away from judging and comparing to learning from each other and growing together. To wrap the Innovation Mom Academy up once more, if you want a thriving, innovative workforce who is able to create the 21st century, you need to create it and nourish it with concrete tools, a supportive community, and opportunity for lifelong learning. This is what I strongly believe. Being innovative means first being in a healthy state of innovating yourself, because whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're always right. And as I said, self-esteem is particularly low, I found, when in this messy change process. So the first module needed to be what I described earlier. Then to innovate, we need strategy, because that equals clarity, why we give energy into a certain project or business, and where we want to go despite changes of plans along the way. That's module 2. And lastly, module 3, we use classic design thinking to bring the power step by step onto the streets by using user-centric methods, a lot of experimenting forward to get the results that is not only of benefit to us, but of course to the people we are serving. It's a holistic and very unique approach. Oh man, an awesome question. This Innovation Mom Academy has really transformed lives already. One of the Innovation Moms said that her 3 years therapy wasn't as effectful as the 10 weeks of module 1. It has transformed my life. It's transforming lives for the better. It's creating a very different, thriving new generation of moms, and therefore I think a world, literally. Currently, I have the question of how to reach every single mom on the planet and also how to coach them on a bigger scale.